Happy Monday. I am really excited about today's mantra. This one's for anyone who is a perfectionist and a little bit too hard on themselves. So I'm going to start with my mantra today. The mantra this week is, you won't be perfect. What you decide to do because of that is up to you. So last week we had our after party for our health group coaching program, and it had been a couple weeks since we'd seen each other. We were testing things out, seeing how it was going without the accountability of the group. And what got brought up was that someone wasn't following their goals exactly like they had been every single day for the last 2 months. They had people visiting, they were going to a different state to visit family. There was 2 weeks of all this craziness happening, and I could tell she was beating herself up because of that, because not following her goals perfectly every single day. And I just felt like I needed to share something, which I would love to share with all of you right now, is that none of us are following everything perfect all the time. We all have those moments like that where things are not going to go perfect, and we all turn to negative coping mechanisms. Even if someone is like, oh, I don't do that, I am always choosing the healthiest option. That's just not true. We always go back to those things. We're human. It's what we do. We're like, let me reach for the easiest thing so that I don't have to think about this thing or go through this thing. It's just what we do as humans. And I definitely do that. And when I was in Cancun, I was not perfect. And when I travel, I allow myself the freedom and to not be super strict with myself. It's not about doing the thing perfect every single day. It's just about your consistency and doing more of the good thing than you are doing the thing that is not the healthiest option for you. And my mantra for today is deciding what you do when you're not perfect. So for me, when I used to not be perfect, let's say I had my routine for the week and one day, I didn't wake up on time, I slept in. I would make so many assumptions about what that meant about me. Negative self-talk, criticism, anything to tell myself that I wasn't disciplined or I couldn't stick with something, things like that. Same with, when we turn to those negative coping mechanisms, maybe one day I have more wine than I would another day, or I'm scrolling through social media and feeling bad about myself or whatever it is. It's those things are going to happen. You will not be perfect. You're not going to get it down 100%, but what you do because of that is up to you. So are you talking negative about yourself and perpetuating that all or nothing mindset, right? Either I do it perfectly all the time, or everything's off the rails and I don't do anything healthy for myself? Or are you choosing to talk to yourself kindly and say, hey, I'm human, this is gonna happen, that's okay, let's just bounce back the next day. It's about how fast you can bounce back, and the way that's gonna help you do that is by talking compassionately towards yourself instead of beating yourself up for not being perfect and not following your exercise routine or meeting your goals perfectly. It has to be this kind of up or down and ability to bounce back faster. So if you resonate with my words and you've, set your goals, you have your schedule, you have all these things that are going to keep you in a growth mindset and keep you moving forward, and you have bad days that throw you off, completely take you off what you're reaching for, and you kind of go through this stop and start cycle over and over again, and you're like, I just can't stick with anything. I want you guys to think about that talk that happens on the days where you are not perfect. You get to decide what happens because of that. I hope this helps. I hope it gets you thinking. And this is our mantra for the week. You won't be perfect. What you decide because of that is up to you. Have an awesome week, guys.